Removing brackets. This is also known as expanding brackets. Learning intentions. Use the box or array method to expand products of polynomials. For example, a binomial multiplied by a binomial, or a binomial multiplied by a trinomial. Combine like terms to simplify the expression. Present answers in descending powers and with correct signs. Success criteria I can. Lay out a correct box with each term labelled on the top and side. Fill each cell with the product of its row and column term, including signs. List and group like terms from the box. Simplify to a single polynomial in descending powers. Check my result, for example, by substituting a value of x or comparing with distribution. Example 1. Remove the brackets and simplify each of these. Part 1, 2x minus 3 multiplied by 3x minus 4. And part 2, 2x minus 4 multiplied by x squared minus 3x plus 5. So this is the box method or the array method. So focusing in on part 1, 2x minus 3 times 3x minus 4. So since we have two terms multiplied by two terms, we'll have two boxes across and two boxes down. So we draw in our terms, so it doesn't really matter which way you put them because you'll get the same answer either way. So I put the 2x minus 3 along the top and I put the 3x minus 4 along the side, but I could have done it the other way around. You'll still get the same answer. Starting off here with 3x multiplied by 2x. So I have my rough work over here. So 3x multiplied by 2x is going to be 6x squared, because x on its own is to the power of 1 and x on its own is to the power of 1. And we're multiplying powers with the same base, we add the powers. So 1 plus 1 makes 2. So that's how we get 6x squared. So that's going to go into this box here. 6x squared. Then we go again. We're going to multiply minus 3 by 3x, or 3x by minus 3, and get the same answer whichever way we do it, because multiplication is commutative. 3x multiplied by minus 3 is minus 9x. And that's going to go into this box here. Then we go again, we multiply another two terms. So I'm going to do 2x multiplied by minus 4, or you can say minus 4 multiplied by 2x. It doesn't matter, you'll get the same answer either way. 2x multiplied by minus 4 is minus 8x, and we stick that into the box. And then lastly, we're going to multiply minus 3 by minus 4 and put our answer into this box. And minus 4 times minus 3 is going to be positive 12, because a minus by minus is a plus. And 12 goes into this box. So now we have all our boxes filled in. Next we simplify. So we've done all our multiplication. We're finished now with multiplication. Now we simplify, which means we add or subtract the like terms. So we have 4 terms to choose from. We've only got one that has a squared, so that stays as it is. And we've only got one constant, the plus 12. But these terms, the minus 8x and the minus 9x, they can be added together. So minus 8 minus 9, and then remember the power will not change, because when we're adding and subtracting terms, the powers do not change. So our simplified version of these two terms will be just x. It will not be x squared, and this is a common mistake. When we're adding or subtracting like terms, the powers do not change. So we have 6x minus 17x plus 12, and we got minus 17x because minus 8x minus 9x is minus 17x. So minus 8 minus 9 is minus 17, and then we just have x. We do not have x squared here. Part 2, 2x minus 4 multiplied by x squared minus 3x plus 5. So we have 2 terms multiplied by 3 terms. So we're going to have 2 boxes down and 3 boxes across. So 2 boxes down and 3 boxes across. So we have 2x minus 4 going down, and x squared minus 3x plus 5 going across. Now you could have done it vice versa, and you could have had 2 boxes across and 3 boxes down. You'll still get the same answer. Starting off with 2x multiplied by x squared, I'm going to do this in my rough work. So 2x is really to the power of 1. And when we're multiplying powers with the same base, we add the powers. So 1 plus 2 makes 3. So we get 2x cubed, and that goes into that box there, 2x cubed. Then we choose another 2 terms to multiply. I'm going to go with x squared multiplied by minus 4. And a number times a letter, we stick them together. So we get minus 4x squared. So that goes into that box there. Then we choose another 2 terms to multiply. I'm going to go with minus 3x and 2x. So 2x multiplied by minus 3x. The x's are really to the power of 1. And remember, when we're multiplying powers with the same base, we add the powers. And 1 plus 1 makes 2. So we get minus 6x squared. Be careful here, do not forget the minus. And that goes into this box. So then we choose another 2 terms to multiply. So I'm going to go with these 2 here. So minus 4 and minus 3x. And a minus by minus is a plus. 3 by 4 is 12. And then we stick on the x. So plus 12x goes into this box here. So then we go again, and I'm going to go with 5 multiplied by 2x. And 2x times 5 or 5 times 2x will give us the same answer. We get 10x, which goes into this box here. And finally, we're going to figure out the last box, which is going to be 5 multiplied by minus 4. So this is going to be our constant. And 5 times minus 4 is minus 20, which goes into this box. So we always end up with a constant in the last box. So minus 20. So we've done all our multiplying. Now we have to simplify. We're going to add or subtract the like terms. So focusing in on these 6 terms here, we have a 2x cubed. So that's going to stay on its own. We've no more cubes. And then going diagonally, we can see we have squareds that we can add together. And then we have x's that we can add together. And then we have a constant that's on its own. So that won't get added with anything. So minus 4x squared minus 6x squared will be minus 10x squared. The powers don't change when we're adding and subtracting. And 12x plus 10x will be 22x. Again, the powers don't change when we're adding or subtracting. So we've 2x cubed minus 10x squared plus 22x minus 20.